The thesis of my history map project was over religion. The I wanted to select geographical locations to trace out the religious development, divergence, and conflict through history. And this all came out of a conversation I had with a very good friend of mine who's very much into history, who is kind of ambitious of creating a fantasy novel. We were talking about Game of Thrones actually, and one of his criticisms is that the religion they portray in Game of Thrones is not realistic in the sense that it's pretty static through the chronology of this world, this created world. It's not as organic as the real history of religion. It's not something kind of like a live entity that is constantly under change, under development, and that's something that I wanted to implement. I um I chose many. I tried to choose different examples of religions over the course of the our our time of study, and not only Islam but also Christianity. And I also, for example, chose the Aztec religion, how that took an impact in Mexican society after the conquest and after independence. Symbols such as the Virgin of Guadalupe, and how there was a syncretism, how religion changed, it morphed, adapted to new populations, new peoples. Reformation, of course, was an important aspect that I wanted to deal with. Germany, it seems, is a very important geographical location in the development of Christianity. So that's definitely well represented here. The culture of Russia, the ideas of Russia, the Orthodox Church. That is something that I wanted to include. The ideas of family, how family should be according to the Russians of the time. The Gutenberg Bible, how that came to have an impact in religion. Enlightenment, of course, how the ideas of enlightenment came to cause a consequence and lead to the French Revolution, and also lead to Darwin, of course, and Darwin himself, to how Darwin led to how Darwin had an impact on Nietzsche and his philosophy about the Übermensch, and how that in itself had an impact on Nazism. And the last part I focused on was the three incidents in the 20th century that dealt with post-colonialism and how that was tied in with the religions of the native people of those regions, separate regions of the world that were affected and caused a revolution and rebelled against imperialism and Judeo-Christian religions.